Rising fam. So it's your girl Reese So Real, and I wanted to come to you this morning and talk to you about a thought I was having. So I was in my kitchen previous to this, and it just came upon me that us, the children of the diaspora, we have a tendency to sometimes focus on a lot of the negative from our history of our people. And we have a lot of great rights to, think about that stuff, and we should think about those things. We just shouldn't hoover on them or let them basically make up who we want to be today. But in that thought, and with that being said of, sometimes focusing on the negative, I was just like, why not start focusing on the positive that came from the transatlantic slave trade and some of the positive that's in our life now as children of the diaspora. So, my thought this morning while I'm being grateful is the fact that, I have a husband. Yes, I have a husband. I'm married. That is back at home in Oshogbo, Nigeria. And I say back at home because I've done my DNA and have learned that I am, according to them, 40-something% Nigerian. Okay. And you still have a whole nother 50%. So if you're looking at me going, oh, but she's so light-skinned. Hey, we have light-skinned tribes over in Africa. We have light-skin pigmentation in Nigeria that are naturally born in Nigeria that did not take any lightening cream or anything else. So yes, the whole breakdown we'll probably discuss one day. Today is not that day. But in the midst of me being, just grateful, I was talking to my husband this morning, and most people of different cultures, not just the African culture. You have Indian, Chinese, Japanese, all different cultures that have a link and a tie to who they are, who their people are, where they come from, the type of foods they ate, the culture itself. And us over here, the children of the diaspora, we don't have that. We weren't allowed that. We have learned certain things over the years as we've become reconnected with our families in the regions and the locations of Africa that we came from, or that our ancestors came from. Yeah, we've started reconnecting with those roots and cooking some of those traditional foods and things of that nature. But I was talking to my husband, and he doesn't do a whole lot of vegetables. He does do some vegetables, but not like we do over here. And it got me to thinking, because I was telling him, I said, Okami, I said, when I come home, I said, your wife is going to take very good care of you. I'm going to definitely introduce you to vegetables and eating from all of the rainbow. Because, he chops up these greens, and it's so cute. He does it so nicely. And that's it. There's no carrots. I don't even know if I've ever seen my husband eat a carrot. There's no carrot, no bell peppers, no broccoli, a lot of things that we get our nutrients from over here in the diaspora. Okay, we're going to label it that. We can call it America. We know where it's located, United States. But speaking from the place of me being of African descent, I am a child of the diaspora. And so I'm fortunate because living over here, we eat food of different ethnic groups. It's not just, there's no such thing as American food, really. I don't even know what we would necessarily, I guess we can call hot dogs American food. We can call, I don't know. I don't know. What do we call American food? I really, now as I'm sitting here thinking about it, there's no such thing. Everything that America has come from somewhere else. Like every food we have, you know, even the soul food that us African Americans eat came from a place and a culture. So we ended up with some culture over here in the diaspora. Our people traveled, and they traveled very well across that Atlantic Ocean. And they brought a lot of knowledge, a lot of who they were, a lot of who our people are and were at that time. And then we built upon that. And we developed culture. And, you know, a lot of us may not like it because the food that we ingest when we eat soul food is not necessarily the healthiest. But we have to understand that at that time, our people had no choice. They had to do the best that they could, and they made the best from what they had. And to them, I am so eternally grateful. Like, just thinking of that, if you can just simply just grasp that and digest that, that's enough to be grateful for who you are and where you come from and who you are today. Because we, as now, you know, moving forward past slavery, however much you can say that, us moving past it, we've built upon and we recognize that our family back then didn't have much choice, and they did the best they could, and they ate out of the necessity, you know, because they had to get energy and fuel into their body. They had to feed their body. But we have taken it deeper and have built upon. Some of us have chosen to make those food options more healthier. Some of us have chosen to eliminate those food options altogether. Not saying that we're forgetting about the culture that came out of slavery, but yeah, for me, myself personally, it's about eating healthier so I can live longer, so I can utilize the energy in my body to the best of its potential. But yeah, so that was my thought. I'm not going to stay long, but I was just thinking, you know, let's be proud of, you know, what did come from the crossing and who we are today. You know, let us not forget about our family, our ancestors, our past, our history, because it definitely made us. And I'm grateful because I know it made me the strong woman I am today. If my family generations ago didn't come from there, I wouldn't probably have the same strength. It was through that crossing on those slave ships that my ancestor probably sat there and had some time to think, strategize, and say, okay, will I let these people kill me? Or will I be strong enough to survive? And they were strong enough to survive, so I'm very grateful. But my proudness right now is the fact that I'm given the opportunity to eat on different foods from different cultures. Yeah. Because, I mean, not a lot of people probably have an open palate because they're so, you know, stuck to their culture and their ways. And that's not a bad thing, you know, but definitely expansion of the mind and that nature. And that is all I'm going to say to you guys today. Because, you know, I don't edit no videos. Everything that Reese comes and produces to you is real. If you don't like it, it's okay. Not everything that I'm going to say is something that you're going to agree with. Doesn't mean you have to go thumbs downing my videos. You know, it's just called learn to agree to disagree and move on. You guys have a very blessed and productive day, fam. I love you. Be the best of who you can be. That's all we can do. We can't do no more than that. Be the best of who you can be. O Dapo. Alafia.